The day I am posting this video is supposed to be the same day that Ranked Play came out for Call of Duty Vanguard, the game mode that I and many other people in the community have been waiting for, been begging for since day one of the release of the actual game, but existence is pain. Despite the pushback of the playlist, I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger on this video. I'm going to post it so you guys can get the class setups, and if you need to come back to this video whenever the playlist does drop, do that. So we are going to cover in this video the pro class setups for the MP40, the Automaton, the Kar 98, and then the Ratt pistol. With that said, let me run you through how this video is going to be broken down. We're going to go down the list of weapons I just named in order, so MP40, Automaton, Kar, and then Ratt. I'm going to show you the class setup for each weapon, then we're going to hop into a private match, and I'm going to show you a demonstration of the damage ranges, the headshot multipliers, and I don't normally do this, but since there's a lot of information in this video and a lot of people are looking for a specific thing, I'm going to be a really nice content creator and put the timestamps for each weapon right here. So whatever weapon you are looking for, go to these timestamps, or if you're on PC, the chapters should be down below, just click on them and go to them. But before we hop into the meat and potatoes of this video, if at any point during this video you find yourself enjoying the video, you appreciate the information, the class setups, you like the vibe of the video, you like me as a person, you think I'm cute, hit that like button for me, comment what you enjoyed about the video, consider subscribing, hitting that bell notification because I upload a lot of Call of Duty. Spoiler, I upload every day and it's all Call of Duty. Real quick before we hop into the main event of the video, I need to lay the foundation. I need to explain some things for those of you that may be new to competitive Call of Duty and how this stuff works. Those of you that are seasoned veterans of the competitive COD scene, you know what I'm about to say. Go ahead and skip to those timestamps I gave you earlier to learn about the classes because all you want is the attachments. I understand that, but for those of you that are new to the scene, you need to understand that these guns may look a little different than your typical pub stomp classes because in the competitive version of Call of Duty there are things that are banned or GA, gentlemen's agreed by the players, to not use because it makes the game less competitive in their minds. So if you're looking at these classes and you're wondering why there are attachments that we aren't using that would make sense to make the gun better, people at the COD League decided those attachments were dumb, they're too overpowered, they make the gun too good, or the players had a meeting with themselves and gentlemen's agreed and they agreed not to use a certain attachment. So if you're wondering why, that is why. With that said, let's hop into the first gun, the MP40, and I'll show you these attachments. So for the muzzle on the MP40, we are going to be using the number 3 rifle brake. That's +1 to accuracy. If you go to the stats, that just affects your horizontal recoil control. For the underbarrel, we have the SMLE pistol grip. We're going to be using this to get our sprint to fire speed up and our hip fire accuracy up, which for the MP40, you're better off in some instances just hip firing before you actually fully ADS. You don't want to L trigger a lot. You don't want to ADS walk a lot with the MP40. You want to be able to be mobile. You want to be able to run and gun with it. That's the point of this gun in the sandbox for competitive. You are losing 1 recoil control and 1 accuracy, but if you've used the MP40, you know this thing is a laser beam. It's not that big of a deal. Up to the barrel, we have the Krausnik 317mm 04B barrel. We're getting that highly accurate and controllable and reduced scope, sway, and gun bob. And then we're losing some sprint to fire speed and hip fire accuracy, which is basically just offsetting the changes we just made, making this gun back to a neutral state for the most part. For the magazine attachment slot, there is no attachment. We're not using any magazine attachment because we can't use the damage mags, those are banned. We don't want to use this one, the 64 round drum mag, because that's going to take away from our ADS speed and our movement speed. That's not good for what we're trying to accomplish here. We're not going to use this one because that's going to take away from our damage. That would be stupid to make ourselves do less damage. This one just gives you less bullets, so that's also not good for competitive. Ammo type lengthen, +3 to bullet velocity. The bullets will hit their targets quicker. That'll make the gun feel a little bit better with no magazine attachment. Now for the optic, I am using the Krausnik ISO 1M iron sight variant. That's all this is just an iron sight variant. It's going to give you +1 to ADS speed and a different sight picture for the gun. Now for the rear grip, we have the stippled grip. This is going to give us +2 to recoil recovery and +1 to initial accuracy and recoil. That is your centering accuracy. Very important in a lot of gunfights. For the stock, we have the Krausnik 33M folding stock. This is giving us sprint to fire speed, movement speed, and then we're offsetting that centering accuracy buff we just did, so we're back to net neutral again for that. And for the proficiency, we're going to be using brace. Like a ping pong match, we are right back to where we just left. We're back to +1 to initial accuracy and recoil. Your centering speed's back on top, boys. And for your kit, we're going to be using quick, increased sprint speed, +1 to sprint speed. Just get around the map quicker. That's good for interrupting timings. Getting around the map quicker is just a good thing in competitive COD. So one final look at all these attachments. If you need a screenshot, take it now because we're going to be heading into a private match to look at some damage ranges. The lead's ours. Nice. 3-shot kill to the hip. Not that distance, it's still a 3-shot kill.
New intel, ready for report.
Oh, that was 4?
This distance, it's 4. Don't snake me. Not now.
There. Ooh, good shots.
This should be the MP40's like max distance. I think that's your head. My old eyeballs at age 26.
Yeah, that was it.
Real quick, a little disclaimer and a shameless plug. We'll start with the shameless plug. Click in the top right corner. That is my movement guide. If you don't know how to slide cancel, if you don't know how to bunny hop, if you want to learn some movement exploits and why you should do them, click that video. Go check it out. It's a very good video in my opinion. I made it. Biased opinion, I get it. But and then the second thing, the perks, the lethals, and the tacticals I'm going to be using for every class. The perks, I have Fortified, Radar, and Double Time. The lethal, I have the Sticky Bomb because I'm assuming that's what we're going to start using. But if that's not the case, if that's not allowed, if people aren't using that, go back to the frag grenade. And then for the tactical, you can use the stun grenade or the smoke grenade depending on what your team needs. And on that note, for Fortified, I feel like this is the better option between this and survival training. Stuns are annoying. Grenade spam in this game will kill you more often than not. And then you don't really need Ninja because you have Dead Silence as a field upgrade. So with that said, let's hop into the main event. Now here we are at the Automaton. For the Automaton muzzle, we are going to be using the F8 stabilizer. That's going to give us +2 to accuracy, +1 to damage range, -1 to sprint to fire speed, and then -1 to hip fire accuracy. But this is the AR. Its purpose in the sandbox is to post up and fry people, so you don't have to worry about being super duper mobile. Also, it's not going to hinder this gun that much. For the underbarrel, we have the M1941 hand stop. This is going to give us +1 to recoil control, +1 to accuracy, and another -1 to hip fire accuracy, but you're going to be ADSing more with the AR as opposed to the MP40. This also does not really hurt your ADS speed that much. And for the barrel, we're going to be using the Anastasia Sniper. This is pretty much the standard barrel for both pub stomping and competitive. You're getting bullet velocity and range and accuracy. This just makes the gun better at range. That is the purpose of the AR. For the magazine, this is another situation where the pro players don't use a magazine attachment. If you want to, you can get away with it. You can use the 45 round magazine if you want to. They just don't want to because they feel like it makes the gun slightly unfair. So either no magazine here or use the 45 round mag. For the ammo type, same story as last time, lengthened. It's going to give us +3 to bullet velocity. Those bullets are going to hit their targets super duper quick. For the optic, you can realistically use whatever optic you want. I use the slate reflector. I think it's the best optic for ARs. For the rear grip, we have the stippled grip once again, +2 to recoil recovery, +1 to initial accuracy and recoil centering speed. That's good. Now for the stock, we're going to be using the ZAC skeletal stock. This is going to give us a big buff to our strafe speed and our strafe aiming, so you can actually be a little bit mobile when you're ADSing. It's going to give us +1 to initial accuracy and recoil, more centering accuracy, losing sprint to fire speed, losing hip fire accuracy. We already talked about that. It's an AR. You're not going to be running and gunning with this thing as much as the MP40. For the proficiency, we're going to be using tight grip, +1 to accuracy and recoil during sustained fire. The longer you shoot, the more accurate the gun will be. And for the kit, I have on hand, because you throw a lot of stuns, you throw a lot of nades in competitive, you're going to want to be able to use your gun as soon as possible after throwing them. And here we are with all the attachments once again. Take a screenshot if you need it, share the video with a friend if they want to see it, and let's take a look at this gun in a private match real quick. Five shots at this distance, that's whack. Okay, no.
Was that in the head?
Yeah, those were headshots. It was 5 to the body and 4 to the head. I don't think the damage range changes until you get super far away. It's the same here. Yep, still checks out. 4 headshots.
Four from that deep.
Man, you fry people off eddies. Just out of morbid curiosity, back all the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, it's a 5-shot max. That's kind of busted. I never realized how stupid the gun balance is in this game until I actually test it, but alright, it's going to be the same headshot. I'm not even going to worry about it. And now here we are at the sniper portion of the video, the Kar 98, ladies and gentlemen. Let me preface this part of the video by pleading with you. Not everybody should snipe. You don't always need to snipe in competitive. It's very niche. You only need one sniper on the map, and that is only in search and destroy. If you're not good at sniping, if you're having a bad game with the sniper, please put it away. Be a good teammate. teammate. If your teammates don't want you to snipe, consider their input. Just be a good teammate. If the sniper's not working, don't use the sniper. But if you want to use the sniper, if you trust those aiming skills of yours, these are the attachments you're going to need for the Pro Kar 98 setup. So first and foremost, with the muzzle, we have the L brake. That's +1 to accuracy, and that is it. Because the F8 stabilizer, while it increases your damage range, the snipers have really good damage range anyway, but you're also losing sprint to fire speed and hip fire accuracy. And the snipers are definitely the most underwhelming part of the competitive sandbox, so you're not going to want to nerf these things more than you have to. So you're going to take these tiny victories where they come. For the underbarrel, we're going to be using the heavy foregrip. That's +2 to aiming stability, +1 to recoil recovery, and then +1 to aim walking steadiness. Your scope won't jump as much whenever you're strafe walking, which is good with a magnified weapon. For the barrel, we're going to be using the VDD 660mm 05HE barrel. Recoil control and accuracy, reduced scope sway and gun bob, and then the big thing, reduced flinch. The flinch is probably going to be the biggest factor in whether you're actually going to hit a shot or not in this game, so the fact that there is less flinch, that is the best attribute about this attachment. For the magazine slot, you're going to want to use the 8mm Klauser 3-round mag. It's giving you +3 to reload quickness and then +1 to ADS speed. Now you're thinking to yourself, that might seem a little silly taking bullets away from a sniper, but you have to think of this in terms of competitive and not like pubs. You're not quick scoping. You're not running around the map trying to hit quad feeds. You're literally trying to get 1 kill, maybe 2 kills max in a round, so you don't need that many bullets, plus this does give you ADS speed. Ammo type, same story, lengthen. Those bullets will hit the targets quicker. We got nothing up here in the optics slot. For the rear grip, we have the fabric grip. It's going to give us more buffs to our ADS speed and our sprint to fire speed, a little bit of hip fire recoil recovery, -1 accuracy. For the stock, we have the VDD 98 stock. This is similar to the Automaton build. This is just giving us a lot of strafe speed, a lot of strafe steadiness, and then 1 centering accuracy point. For the proficiency, we're going to be using Fleet. It's going to give us +1 to weapon swap quickness and then +1 to movement speed. The movement speed is okay. You probably won't be running around with your sniper out. You're probably going to be running around with your pistol out, but in the off chance that you get rushed while you have your sniper out, you're going to want to be able to swap to your pistol as quickly as possible, just like we learned in COD 4. Swapping to your pistol is faster than reloading, or in this case, trying to take a follow-up shot with a sniper. And for the kit I have on hand, I throw a lot of stuns, I throw a lot of nades, I just want to have my gun out as soon as possible after throwing them. Here are the attachments for the Kar 98. One last time, take a screenshot, share the video with a friend for the 3rd time, and let's see what this gun does in a private match. I'm going to demonstrate that a leg shot won't kill. Guess what? The leg shot didn't kill. Alright, now we're going to shoot you in the arm. That kills.
Interesting.
You can aim right at your belly button. That also kills. You aim at your belt line. That also kills. I mean, a headshot's gonna obviously kill if I'm killing you to the hip, so I'm not gonna bother showing that.
Nope.
Now, like, aim right below my belt line.
Okay. What?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's the barrel. Do you have, like, some kind of damage barrel on it?
Nah, the barrel I have on, the VD 660, it's recoil control and accuracy, reduce scope sway and gun bob, and then flinch resistance. And now we're moving on to the little brother, the sidekick, the Ratt pistol. This gun is going to save your life more than you probably realize. In some instances, it may be even your primary choice. So, in order to use it like the pros, we have on the muzzle the F8 stabilizer. +2 to accuracy, +1 to damage range, -1 to sprint to fire speed, hip fire accuracy. Don't worry, we'll get that stuff back. For the trigger action, we have the hair trigger. +1 to fire rate, +1 to hip fire accuracy, and guess what? Like I just said, +1 to sprint to fire speed. You're losing some aiming stability and aim walking steadiness, but this is not going to be a gun you're going to be L-triggering a lot with, so don't worry about that. We have no attachments on the barrel, optic, or magazine, so on to the ammo type, lengthened, +3 to bullet velocity. We've already had this discussion. For the rear grip, we have stippled grip, +2 to recoil recovery, +1 to initial accuracy and recoil. That centering speed is going to really help you whenever it's like a do or die situation. You have to swap to this gun. For the proficiency, we're going to be rocking with Fleet, +1 to weapon swap quickness, +1 to movement speed. We had that discussion earlier with the snipers. You're just going to want to get to your sidearm as quickly as possible, and you're going to want to be able to run around the map as quick as you can with a pistol. And speaking of quick, the kit is quick. +1 to sprint speed. You're just going to be a zoomy boy with the pistol. You're going to be able to use this to interrupt some timings on the map. And one last time, here are the attachments for the pro player Ratt pistol. Take a screenshot, share this video with a 4th friend if you have one, and let's take a gander at this thing in a private match. The old thigh. 4-shot kill, cool. Shoot you in the chest. Shot kill to the chest, cool. Just out of morbid curiosity, I'm gonna pew you in the head. I'm pretty sure it's the same as the chest, but let's find out. Yeah, it's 3 shots to the head. Here, let me back up a little bit, and this will be all I need, because I'm not gonna go super long distance with a rat. Or should I, just for the meme?
Yeah, just for the meme.
just long range rat. Three shots?
Wow.
Interesting. So if you hit headshots at this distance, it actually takes 2 less bullets to kill. Alright, try to hit a thigh shot. 1, missed. 1, 4, 5. Alright, it's the same.
Oh my, that seems a little ridiculous. Just a little bit.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you found it informational. I hope you enjoyed the science experiment. If you did enjoy the science experiment, if you think these classes are going to help you whenever ranked play does drop, go ahead and leave a like for me, comment what your favorite class is going to be. Subscribe if you're new, bell notification. We already had this discussion. Come back every day for the daily uploads. And my one request, if you watched this video, if you're using my classes, if you see me in a ranked play match and we play against each other, please just don't shoot my body. Alright, sound good? Great. I will talk to you guys in tomorrow's video. I hope you have a great day. Peace.